England are an utter embarrassment. Gareth Southgate in particular is a disgrace. You, my friend, are the stumbling block of England. You are going to be the reason why England don't win the Euros this summer, because we have just witnessed Denmark, you know, Lego FC play us off the park for, what was it, 93 minutes? 94? I don't know, 90 minutes. They played us off the park. More shots, more possession. They had more desire than us, more personnel, and overall they deserved the point. So I'm not going to sit here and act bitter about it. They deserved the point. England, on the other hand, we don't even deserve to get out the group, let alone get anything from this game. Because the way we have played in the opening two games, Serbia got lucky. Yes, Serbia are on paper a decent side because they've got good players, but come on, they're one place above Qatar in the FIFA World Rankings. Good one. And we only just about scraped past Serbia because he had no quality in front of goal. Now, match day 2, we play a much better opposition in Denmark, who are supposedly one of the 4 teams that Gareth Southgate has actually beaten throughout his tenure as England manager. And we go 1-0 up. He decides to sit back again. Why are you sitting back? Come on, we can't be the only fans that are seeing this. Are the FA seeing differently to the rest of us? He's doing it every single game. Croatia, in the World Cup 2018 semi-finals, we go 1-0 up through Kieran Trippier, We end up losing that game because we sit back. The Euros final, 1-0 up in the 3rd minute. Oh, we sit back again. We lose the final. Serbia, first game. We go 1-0 up, sit back. We got lucky, as I said. And the same has happened, whereas we didn't even win the game. That's the only difference. We didn't win the game. And I tell you what, I was somewhat pleased that Denmark scored because I wanted to see what this Southgate was all about. How we will play when there's a win at stake. And whether or not we will play with a little bit of purpose. The best chances came from Foden in the second half when he hit the post and the goal that Harry Kane scored. That was about it. Saka had a few half chances, but then again takes them off. Oh man, the starting 11. I knew we weren't winning this game the moment that lineup got posted. Trent in midfield makes me sick. 2 games in a row, by the way. He's hooked Trent. He knows himself that Trent in midfield doesn't work. So why is he continuously persisting with him? It's got to a point where not only he's taking his favourites, but he's playing them as well. Bellingham, when he's having a shit game, stays on for 90 minutes. Declan Rice, to an extent, didn't have a great game. He stays on for 90 minutes. Harry Kane against Serbia stayed on for 90 minutes because he's England captain. And he's licking Southgate's arse. When you had, I don't know, Cole Palmer on the bench. Kobbie Mainoo. The game was screaming for control. And he brings on Gallagher. Oh my... He brings on Gallagher. when we're chasing the game. My head is hot right now. I don't know if you can tell, but my face is red. I don't even care. I don't even care. Seriously. This fraudulent manager needs to go. I don't care. We're midway through in fact, we're not even midway through the tournament. It's only been 2 games, but just get rid of him. And the thing that really topped it off was his interview after the game. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. It's an experiment. So he was asked about Trent playing in midfield. It's an experiment. We don't have a natural replacement for Calvin Phillips, but we're trying different things. Nah. I don't know what to say. Firstly, he says it's an experiment. This is a European tournament, motherfucker. It's a European tournament. Why are you experimenting? Didn't you think at the time when we had an international break, was it March time? And we had, 2 friendlies, or was it 1? Of course, Iceland was the other week. Didn't you think at the time to play Trent in midfield to see what it was like? Why has he waited until a major tournament to test Trent Alexander-Arnold in midfield? And all England fans are starting to see, he's not a midfielder, is he? He can't play as the 6, as the box-to-box midfielder. He's not a midfielder. Oh, but he can spray the ball left to right. He's got a great right foot. As a midfielder, there's this thing called self-awareness. You've got to be able to read the game, for fuck's sake. Trent can't do any of that. He can't. He has been the vocal point in that Liverpool team last season, playing as the right back and inverting. He's never played as a midfielder. I'm sorry, but if you're Wharton, Mainu, and, Gallagher to some extent, although he's third choice at best, but Mainu and Wharton, you must be sat there thinking to yourselves, right, I'm a centre midfielder, I've played in that position my whole career, and I'm getting replaced by a right back in that position. You might as well just pack your suitcases, lads, and go home. It's the same with Cole Palmer. Young player of the season. Scored over 20 goals for Chelsea. And a depleted Chelsea team as well. And he doesn't get a look in. 0 minutes. How? And then he brings on Bowen for Saka. I reckon, look, Saka wasn't as good as he was against Serbia today, but he was the best out of all 4 attackers. The fact he got hooked and Bellingham didn't, again, proves that Bellingham is one of his favourites. You can't sub him off because he plays for Real Madrid. Phil Foden, the only time he was actually drifting into central midfield at times, he hit the post. He had a couple of shots from the edge of the box through the middle. And he gets subbed off. Okay, so Foden wasn't exactly having a great game because, look, Foden set the standard so high. He's a phenomenal talent. But the thing I don't get is Foden was piss poor against Serbia left him out to dry on that left-hand side. But in this game, the only time we actually saw him produce a little bit of creativity through the middle, he takes him off. I'm sorry, it doesn't make sense. What exactly are you trying to do with Phil Foden? Jesus Christ. The only standout today was Mark Gahey. Again, I thought it was brilliant today. Him and Saka were arguably our best players. Declan Rice, I've already mentioned. He wasn't very good today. I mean, same time, I don't really blame him because he's had to play with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who can't play that position well. He's had to play with Gallagher. Like, come on, Gallagher, who isn't someone to produce any creativity in any sort. Yeah. You're leaving Rice so isolated when you're bringing on Gallagher. Or if you're starting Trent in midfield. Bro, this Southgate guy, man. I don't know what to say. I feel really bad for Cole Palmer. Despite I'm an Arsenal fan, I don't really like Chelsea, but still. This is about England, and Cole Palmer, again, 0 minutes. His face at the end of the game told you everything. Told you what every England fan is feeling at the moment. About Southgate, really. If you're taking off Saka, at least bring on Cole Palmer. But Jared Bowen, like, he's a good player, but that's it. Jared Bowen. Yeah, I know he's got a good cross on him, but what did he do when he came on? Jack shit. The only sub that made some sort of impact was Ollie Watkins. The rest of them didn't make any sense whatsoever. I know in Southgate, because he's a stubborn act, he will he'll stick with it, won't he? He'll stick with the same system. And I did say on a watch along, I think it was in the second half, we had to score soon enough because we all know the trend with Southgate. Like, we don't score around, 70 minutes. If we're not winning the game, you just know. We go, oh, no. Please, I don't want to lose. Let's just sit back. Let's bring on Gallagher. Let's take off all of our attacking talent. Don't get twisted. I mean, we have got some great players on the bench, but still. Saka, who wasn't doing anything wrong. Yeah, didn't play brilliant, but still. Everything was going through him down that right-hand side. Oh, bro, I don't know what to say. Yeah, the sooner Southgate goes, the better. I mean, this guy would put his phone on low power mode when the battery's on 99. Real talk. He is useless. This guy got Middlesbrough relegated and got sacked whilst they were in the Championship. And you expect him to manage players like Bellingham, Palmer, who, bear in mind, he doesn't even start, or play Saka, Harry Kane, Bundesliga top scorer, Bellingham, Champions League winner, Phil Foden, Premier League winner, Player of the Season as well, Declan Rice. I don't know what to say. Real talk, yeah, and yeah. You may laugh, but I'm taking current Arsene Wenger every day of the week over Gareth Southgate. I'm not even joking. Get Arsene Wenger at the helm right now. Just imagine, you give Arsene Wenger that England team. I'm pretty sure we win the Euros. Any manager. I'm not bothered whether it's Mr. Blobby at this rate. Because it's laughable. I think I've said my say. I hope I've got my points across. I've been going on for 16 minutes now, so it's the longest match reaction I have done. Yeah, I'm going to go and watch the Italy-Spain game now, and yeah, hopefully it'll provide more entertainment. I mean, this Euros has been a blast so far. However, the two worst games of the tournament have been proudly sponsored by England and Gareth Southgate. Well in, lads. Brilliant. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll be back. I don't even know when we next play. Is it Tuesday against Slovenia? More pain, I guess.